Welcome back to Bountiful Gardens. If you're looking to have blooms all the way through fall, then this is the video for you. There's a whole host of plants that will not only bloom for you in the springtime, but will reliably rebloom again and again. In this video, we'll be covering my favorite encore of fall floral displays that your garden would be incomplete without. This is Catmint, which is a hardy, deer and drought-resistant perennial that would make a great addition to any garden that gets full to partial sunlight. Catmint starts blooming usually in April and reliably reblooms on and off throughout the whole growing season, all the way into October and sometimes even November if we get a warm fall. Catmint will rebloom without any assistance. However, a little bit of shearing will encourage bigger bursts of blooms. Another fall rebloomer is Salvia, which is one of my favorites. This one comes in pinks, purples, and whites and has similar growing conditions to Catmint. Salvia's beautiful stalks of flowers will repeat bloom throughout the entire growing season. However, if you do cut them back, it's going to help to encourage more flowers to spring up just in time for fall. Kniphofia is a wonderful accent plant that any garden would be lackluster without. It's deer-resistant, rabbit-resistant, and drought-tolerant, so it's a must-have plant. Unlike the others, Kniphofia starts to bloom in summer. However, it will repeat bloom all the way through fall. Yarrow is a wonderful, native, reblooming perennial that is drought-tolerant and deer and rabbit-resistant. Yarrow's initial blooms starting in late spring to early summer will eventually dry up and make a beautiful display in the garden. However, if you cut their spent flowers down to the ground, it encourages another flush of blooms. Scabiosa or pincushion flower has a beautiful airy element to any cottage garden with its long, dainty stems that have these beautiful pink or purple flowers at the very end. Though deadheading is not necessary for reblooming on Scabiosa, it does help to clean up the plant and help it focus on more energy to produce flowers rather than going to seed. Dianthus is an incredible reblooming perennial, especially because it's evergreen, meaning that you'll have the interest of the flowers during the growing season, but the evergreen foliage throughout the winter. Although Dianthus does not need to be deadheaded in order to rebloom, it does help to clean up the plant and encourage a bigger flush of blooms throughout the entire season. If you're looking for a reblooming perennial for the shade, then Lamium is the plant for you. It's a beautiful, low-growing perennial that's also drought-tolerant once established. Although this plant does not need to be deadheaded in order to rebloom, giving a light shearing will help to keep it denser, looking fresher, and give you a lot more blooms. Spiderwort is a unique, reblooming perennial that actually does best in part shade and average to moist soils. This native perennial comes in different leaf and flower colors. However, without pruning, this plant will rebloom spring through fall. The cool thing is perennials are not the only plants that rebloom. Shrubs can actually rebloom, and we have Spirea, carpet roses, and Encore azaleas that are perfect examples of that. Encore azaleas and Spireas will bloom twice a year without any extra help. However, roses will rebloom all season long as they're deadheaded and kept clean. By including some of these incredible reblooming perennials, your garden will be the talk of the town year-round, and you can find them all here at Bountiful Gardens. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give us a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of the amazing videos we've got coming your way. Thanks again, and happy gardening!